5 often overlooked reasons why you're jealous and quietly destroying yourself. Jealousy is often the most shameful feeling, one that almost nobody will ever admit to voluntarily. We can openly say that we're angry, frightened, or sad, but only a small number of people can truly say, I'm jealous of my friend's success. Our psyche activates an exceptionally powerful defense mechanism. We begin to devalue other people's achievements. We say, she was merely lucky, he has a wealthy parent, she earned it through dishonest means. But while you continue to spend your energy observing other people's lives and actively searching for their flaws, your own life is essentially placed on pause. Envy is a poison that you drink yourself, hoping that someone else will somehow end up feeling bad. Today, we will break down 5 hidden psychological reasons why you are still replaying other people's triumphs in your head, slowly destroying yourself from the inside, and how to turn this destructive toxin into truly powerful fuel for your own success. Reason 1. Envy is a highly accurate marker of your truest desires. In fact, envy is not a complete collapse of your psyche. It is a remarkably precise, albeit genuinely painful, compass. You will never envy something you do not genuinely care about. An elderly mathematics professor does not envy some young fitness influencer on social media, and a car mechanic does not feel envy towards a ballerina performing at the famed Bolshoi Theater. You only ever envy people who sit within your frame of reference, and who do what, deep down, you truly and madly long to do yourself, but still forbid yourself from actually doing. If you feel genuinely sick at the sight of an acquaintance who started their own business and then flew off to spend the winter in Bali, it means only one thing. You yourself desperately want freedom in your work, but you're afraid to leave your comfortable yet rather dull job. Your envy is practically shouting at you. Look right over there. That's your life, still not yet realized. Instead of hating that person, simply thank them for it. He showed you exactly where the boundary of your personal growth zone lies. Reason 2. The illusion of effortless success. When we look at successful people online or in real life, we usually only see the final, neatly polished outcome. A beautiful car, a thick wad of money, a seemingly perfect figure, admiring glances. Human psychology works in such a way that we often, without even realizing it, unconsciously erase everything that happened off camera. We don't see the many long years of sleepless nights, harsh self-discipline, hundreds of rejections, panic attacks, and the truly colossal risk that this person has been through. It seems to us that everything came to him with just a snap of a finger, while fate has somehow shortchanged us. Because of this illusion, a genuinely burning sense of injustice is born. Why him and not me? But the very moment you mentally agree to buy not only his success, but also every single bit of the suffering he has been through in order to achieve it, your envy will disappear immediately. Are you prepared to work just as hard? If not, then someone else's result is simply fair payment for someone else's labor. Reason 3. Toxic friends and the crabs in a bucket crowd. Sometimes the reason behind your envy, or behind other people envying you, lies in what's often known as the so-called bucket of crabs idea. Have you ever noticed what happens to a crab in a bucket when one of them tries to climb out? The others latch onto it and pull it straight back down to the bottom. In human society, it very often works in much the same sort of way. Perhaps there are people around you who call themselves your friends, yet in reality, they only choose to associate with you for as long as you remain on the very same level as them, or even slightly beneath them. As soon as you begin earning a little more, give up drinking, take up some kind of sport, or buy yourself a flat, a certain coldness starts to appear in their eyes. Then come the snide little jokes, the passive aggression, and phrases like, "Oh, of course, you're a star now. How could we possibly compare ourselves to you?" If you continue clinging to that sort of circle, you will always either downplay your success so as not to upset them, or else quietly stew away in their concealed hatred. Reason 4. A deep and profoundly serious lack of inner self-worth. Envy thrives whenever there is no truly genuine inner support. If there is a persistent sense of emptiness inside you, you are forced to constantly set your watch by the people all around you. So, the neighbor's fence is taller, your colleague's watch is more expensive, your classmate's wife is more beautiful, so that means I'm a loser. You're playing an endless game in which, in principle, it's practically impossible to win. Always keep this firmly in mind. There will invariably be someone younger, wealthier, more attractive, or more successful than you are. If your self-esteem is built entirely on comparing yourself to other people, you are doomed to a lifetime of mental slavery. A successful person competes with only one opponent, themselves, the person they were just yesterday. If today you've become even a little smarter, more experienced, or a bit wealthier than you were a year ago, then you've already won. Everything else is merely just background noise that genuinely should not concern you. The syndrome of a deferred life. You simply watch, yet you do absolutely nothing at all. The most bitter cause of envy is your very own inaction. Envy is quite a passive stance, sitting on the sofa, scrolling through the news feed, getting angry at successful bloggers, and complaining about the government or one's genetics is extremely easy indeed. It really requires no effort at all. When you do absolutely nothing whatsoever to improve your life, your unrealized energy very gradually begins to decay away within you. That very slow decay is envy. A person who is genuinely busy with their own work, whose entire day is carefully scheduled right down to the minute, and who is truly passionate about their project, sport, or art, quite simply has no time whatsoever to look around. He simply hasn't got any time at all to be envious. He's busy building his own empire. If you catch yourself feeling a really burning envy, that's quite a harsh signal from your psyche. Stop watching other people's film. It is time to get up and start making your very own one. In conclusion, I can say that envy is neither a stigma nor a lifelong sentence. It is simply a rather useful tool. You can use it like acid that will slowly burn away at your personality and gradually turn you into a spiteful, bitter critic. Or you can use it as a truly powerful kick up the backside. Every time this feeling starts boiling up inside you, just stop for a moment, take a breath, and deliberately shift your focus right back onto yourself. Ask yourself what, precisely, I can do right now to move even closer to that very same life, to get genuinely closer. Channel all of that rage and energy directly into taking real action. And then, very soon indeed, other people will start looking through your profiles and thinking, what exactly is the secret behind your success? Thank you so much for watching right through until the end. Have a really nice day. Speak soon.